Have you ever started a melody, overthought it, and then just started placing notes hoping it works? I used to do this all the time until I realized one simple mistake I was making. So stay to the end of the video and I guarantee you'll know how to stop overthinking and actually start making good melodies. So the mistake isn't always music theory, it's that you're placing notes without intention. And I used to do this as well, like I'd make beats and it would just be trash, like the melody would be terrible. Everyone does this early on. It doesn't mean you're bad at making beats or melodies. It means nobody has taught you how to translate what you're feeling into the MIDI. And the real reason a lot of producers end up just clicking a whole bunch of random notes is actually really simple. You open the piano on, you're given tools, scales, but no direction. Like you start with this really cool idea and you go to like click it in, it doesn't work, you end up adding more sounds and then you just end up giving up. And so that's what we're going to break down, why that happens and how to fix that. And like, you're obviously watching this video because you want to improve. Like, overthinking happens because you want it to matter. So, you know, don't get discouraged. Like, if you apply what you're going to learn in this video, then I guarantee that you're going to improve. Alright, so before we continue, knowledge only helps if you apply it. So seriously, save this video, pause if you need to, and just follow along to what Alright, so repetition and variation. So I know you're thinking, I don't want my melodies to be repetitive, but the fact is that a lot of your favorite songs are repetitive. Like, it's just, it works, but only if you do it the right way. Every strong melody starts with repetition. It's how your brain recognizes a pattern and then remembers it. So if we talk about repetition and variation, repetition you can kind of think of as the identity behind the melody. And then the variation adds the surprise and the movement to the melody. Most beginners ruin their melody by adding way too many sounds. Simplicity is definitely key, and a lot of your favorite songs, they're pretty simple when they're broken down. And space for example, leaving space in your melodies, leaving it to breathe. Space is like as much of a musical instrument as a piano, or like, space is good. Alright, so I've got a beat I've made here, and let's break it down. So I started with this pad, and it may look complicated, but I'm going to show you exactly how you can make something similar. So literally all I did is just started on the root note, which in this case is D, and made a minor 7th chord. I then inverted the 3rd up, and then copied the 5th and inverted that up as well. I've then done the same thing with the 2nd chord, just moves down to the 6th note of the D minor scale, which in this case is A sharp. And again, this is just a minor 7th chord with inversions. So literally all I did with the inversions is I've just inverted the 3rd and the 5th up an octave. Any of the notes that line up, like you can see here, between 2 chords, normally means they're going to sound good. So yeah, just play around with it and find something that sounds good to you. I then went down to the 4th note in the scale, which is G. And this 6-4 combination of chords works really well in the minor scale. So far we've got 1, 6, 4. For the last chord, you might have guessed, I've just done the exact same thing. We've just gone from the 4 to the 5th note in the scale, which is A, and then done the exact same thing. Minor 7th chord, just made inversions off that. I then layered that pad in with a piano. Like, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Just move a couple of notes around in the chords you already made, and you'll find the groove that you like. Alright, so this is the real source, and this is really what I was talking about with all the melody techniques we went over. The guitar and saxophone in this melody run a pattern that almost feels like a conversation, and that's the real key, making your melodies feel like conversations. You can see the guitar is actually really simple, and it's just in pockets of space. So if we strip away all the extra notes, you can see it's just a repeating pattern. And that's what we went over before, just repeating the pattern over and over builds that repetition. But then we added some extra notes in to add that variation like we talked about before. At the end, you can see it just goes up and down like a staircase. Also, for the counter melody, I've added the saxophone, and it blends quite nicely with the guitar. The guitar's a bit more harsh sounding, so mixing it with the saxophone, they blend quite nice together. You don't want sounds fighting for space, you want them to blend together. You can see with the saxophone, it's also really simple, and it repeats that same staircase effect we were talking about with the guitar. And altogether, the melody sounds like this. Another tip I have for you, if you're still struggling to make melodies, is just start with the drums. Starting with the drums, you get that sense of rhythm even before you start making a melody that might make you overthink, or that could be a video in itself. So you want to see something like that, just let me know in the comments. Now, before you click off, I want to tell you something important, and it only works if you apply it. Don't just watch this video mindlessly, follow along. And if you have any more questions, just drop them in the comments because I'm always keen to help you guys out. And if you want more videos like this, I appreciate anyone that subscribes. So yeah, just, I don't know, subscribe if you want to. Your next great melody is closer than you think. You just need to start. I'll see you in the next video.